up? What up? What's going on, everybody? We're back. This is the Beat Block. You're now tuned into episode 33. My name is Gene Flo. This is your first time tuning in. Thank you very much. You could be doing anything else, listening to anything else, watching anything else, doing anything else, but you're right here. If you're tuning in live right now, appreciate you. If you're listening to the recorded version, thank you very much for taking the time to do so. Shout outs to Platform Collection, the diesel engine, the train that is pulling all of these beautiful podcasts along. Hosting this podcast, the Beat Block, Chris sees the internet, the heartful truth, and the Parker Edison Project. Shout out to OG Hip Hop Eddie, producer OG Hip Hop Eddie. If you guys want to get your beats on the show, make sure to tap in with OG Hip Hop Eddie. Hit him up on Instagram, send him a message. Follow him at OG Hip Hop Eddie. Tell him the Beat Block sent you.
And you know that's right.
Folks, fam, friends, we got a dope lineup of beats today, and you know what that means.
Hey, today looks like it's gonna be a great day today.
That's right. It's gonna be a great day today, like always. While I got you here, please hit the like button, subscribe, drop a comment on this video. It definitely helps people like yourselves get this video in front of them so they can get tapped into the Beat Block and Platform Collection if they haven't done so already. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at Gene_Flo. Hit up the show on Instagram at BeatBlockTV. Hit up Platform Collection at Platform Collection. Shout outs to the Invisible Ponchos. We do have a show coming up later this week that we'll tap into later on in the show. And may I just say welcome to the holiday season. For those who get festive, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, anything I'm forgetting at the top of the moment right now. Salute, let's get it cracking. Holiday season, end of the year, last quarter of the year. Jump on it. Let's go. 2023 is right ahead of us. Episode 33 is right here, right now. Today we got beats by Alan DeZone, Milky Wayne, Mr. Watson, Pete Mack, Philip Drummond, Smoker's Lung, Verde, and Young Egypt. Folks, fam, friends, we're just going to jump right into it. Let's get right into our first producer of today. This is Alan DeZone. Give it up, kicking off tonight's show. That was Alan DeZone. If you like what you heard, stay tuned. If you like what you heard, stay tuned. There's going to be more Alan DeZone later on in the show. But that was the vibe to kick off the show. Episode 33. 3, I like the number 3, and 33. Well, that's just double threes. So let's rock it tonight. Kick it off with that vibe. That was a cool one. I like the Rhodes bells piano going on in that one. The drums had a cool pattern, and the bass was smooth. Looking forward to hearing more Al in the zone later on, second hour. But right now, we're moving on to our next producer. Beat Block Vet. We haven't had him on the show in a while, and I'm excited to get him on the show. He's doing some dope stuff here locally in San Diego, putting on some dope shows for the scene, in the underground indie hip-hop scene. And shout out to that dude. I had to bring him back on the show. Let's give this man his flowers. Folks, fam, friends, we're going to give it up one time for my guy, Milky Wayne. Bringing the eerie, spooky vibes. The Halloween after the Halloween vibes. Give it up for Milky Wayne. If you like what you heard, stay tuned. There's going to be more Milky Wayne later on in the show. I was liking that piano sample and the synths that were coming along with it. It was a dope cinematic sound score right there. Shout out to Milky Wayne. How y'all feeling tonight? Everyone feeling good? Gather around, grab a snack, grab a drink. We're just getting started. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We had Al and DAZN kicking off episode 33, and you just had Milky Wayne. Next up, we have this Beat Block alumni vet is new to the scene, to the Beat Block alumni scene, but definitely not new to the beat scene. I'm glad to have him back on the show. Folks, fan friends, let's give it up one time for Mr. Watson. Okay. Mr. Watson coming through with a cool head nodder right there, bringing up the tempo, bringing some pace to the episode. Give it up for Mr. Watson. That flute sample was crazy. The drum pattern was dope. And one thing that I didn't catch fully until like midpoint to the end, I wish it was higher in the mix, but there was this dope hi-hat pattern that was going on that was like going on and carrying the rhythm, and I was like, ooh, that was fire. I like the hi-hats in that one. Shout out to Rex760 pulling up in the chat. As always, day one. Salute to you. How you feeling, Rex? Speaking of day one, our next producer has been around the block. I'm talking the Beat Block for a hot minute. I'm glad to have him back on the show as well. Folks, fan friends, before we move on to our next producer, let me just say that if you like what you heard from Mr. Watson, stay tuned. There's going to be more Mr. Watson later on in the show, as well as Milky Wayne and Out in the Zone. So stay tuned for that. And we also have our topic of the day, our deal of the day, and our dig of the week. So stay tuned for all that coming up later on in the show. But folks, fan friends, let's get right into it. Our next producer, Pete Mac. bringing us some cruising by the beach with the top down. Feeling good vibes right there. Give it up for Pete Mac. That guitar sample was just driving the whole beat right there, man. That was fire. And the drums carried a dope groove. Yeah, I like the little delay effect on the guitar as well. That was dope. If you like what you heard from Pete Mac, stay tuned. There's going to be more Pete Mac later on in the show. As well as Mr. Watson, Milky Wayne, and Alan DeZone. Haha. Yeah, Rec, you're right. Mondays, am I right? Case of the Mondays. But hey, yeah, Rec, you might be tired, but you're right here on Beat Block. Hopefully this will cruise you through the rest of your evening. And we'll get on to Tuesday, right? One day at a time. Ain't that right?
And you know that's right.
Folks, we're going to be right back. I'm going to take a quick break after this word from my brother Parker Edison and the Parker Edison Project.
What comes to mind when you think of American culture? Apple pie, bumper stickers, Hulk Hogan, bald eagles? I'm Parker Edison, the host of the Parker Edison Project, a podcast that zooms way in on what makes a culture: community, food, music, style, sex, fashion. Siri, what are ho hoops?
Absurdly, ridiculously huge cubic zirconium encrusted hoop earrings, at least 4 inches in diameter.
From the laws to the gallery walls, we explore who controls the narrative and its impact on how we see ourselves.
Growing up as a child, I spent a lot of time in museums, but going inside of those portrait rooms, like I never saw us. And the pictures that I did see of us were in large part serving someone or in the background somewhere. And I just didn't want to see that happen with younger people. I felt like they needed to see a representation of themselves in those spaces.
And we talk with the underground heroes who tell the untold history of Southeast San Diego, the movements that have transformed the community and education at large.
I'm gonna be straight up honest. The improv, for those that experienced it, there's nothing like it. It was our Harlem Renaissance. You had to experience it to know it. And that goes back to a greater issue that I have, is that we don't tell our story. Southeast doesn't write his story. There's such a legacy of culture and community, from hip hop to jazz to blues to R&B to soul music in San Diego, that it's like a chosen few know.
We talk about the values that really make America great.
Somebody asked me, what do I love about being Black? And that was such a great question considering everything that's been going on. And I think about it all the time. And so I brought it down to ask my students, what do you love about themselves, about you? There's so many examples of people trying to blend in, and ask them to give me something individual that they like about themselves. Believing in yourself and loving yourself is like a big part of being self-aware and mature, and, lends to more empathy.
Tune in, have a laugh, connect with the community, and catch these gems. I'm going to take my victory right there.
Of course you would. Of course you would, because I heard you've been taking L's.
Yo, listen. Get the Parker Edison Project at kpbs.org/podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
When I bust, it's more than just saying a rhyme. It's a train of thought that I conduct to run through your mind. Let it ride the track engineered by my imagination. So have no fear, the trip will never be whacked.
KPBS On Demand is supported by Feeding San Diego. Our veterans and military families have to make a lot of sacrifices. Access to nutritious food shouldn't be one of them. The increase in food and gas costs, along with high cost of living across San Diego, are all negatively impacting our friends, neighbors, veterans, and military families. Every day, the need for Feeding San Diego's critical services grows. Learn more about feeding our neighbors and military heroes at feedingsandiego.org.
What else can I say that I haven't said already on this show about my guy, Parker Edison? That was Parker Edison with the Parker Edison Project. Go check it out. They're gearing up for season 3. I just want to say that 6 Degrees of Separate Weighings is this game that Parker plays with his guests on the show. It's one of the greatest games. It's one of the greatest things ever invented. I think it's till this day I haven't even thought of a good one enough to approach him to see if I can stump him. That's A, how good the game is, and B, how deep the well goes in that man's brain. Salute to you, sir. Parker Edison Project. Let's go. Let's go. Folks, fam, friends, I wanted to go ahead and just take us into today's topic of the day. I mentioned it. I mentioned it earlier on the show in the intro. If you're just tuning in with us, thank you. Welcome. But today's topic of the day really is just to announce that the Invisible Poncho's got a show. It's Thursday. That's right, November 17th, the Invisible Ponchos will be performing at Slappin' Hands San Diego, Till 2 Club, City Heights. Come through. It'll be featuring Invisible Ponchos, Air Wallace and No Shenanigans, Tall Shadow, which is Tall Can, and Shadow Figure. And Shadow Figure is a Beat Block alumni. We've had him on the show. Crazy dope beats. And Tanis Monet. Visible Ponchos, myself and Kill C Ray, Tall Shadow, Tall Can, and Shadow Figure, Air Wallace, No Shenanigans, and Tanis Monet, hosted by Rick Scales, Doomcat, DJ Root on the 1s and 2s. Till 2 Club, San Diego. Pull up, 9 p.m. 9 p.m. And it's going to be a party. Platform Collection Squad is going to be in the building. You already know. And we're going to see you there as well. So that's today's topic of the day. Just to let y'all know, that's going to be a party November 17th, Till 2 Club, Invisible Ponchos, Slapping Hands. Let's go.
And you know that's right.
Hey. As my brother Rick Scales likes to say, bring thine ass. So we'll see you at the Till 2 Club, Thursday, November 17th. And with that being said, we'll get right back into the beats. Shout out to this next producer. I like to mention this every time he comes on the show. This guy I met early on in my production journey, my music career. Up in San Francisco, Bay Area. He was throwing beat battles, throwing events. And I tapped into some of these events through some friends in the city. I checked him out and I said, "Yo, this is dope." I introduced myself to this next producer. He said some information, and I tapped into the scene. So shout out to this guy. We had some cool events. He's still throwing these events, mind you. Founder of today's future sound. Global Beat Cypher. The homie, Philip Drummond. Give it up once again for Philip Drummond. If you like what you heard, stay tuned. There's going to be more Philip Drummond on the show. And if you're just tuning in with us, you didn't miss much. We're just getting started. There's going to be more Philip Drummond later on the show. We had Pete Mack before that, Mr. Watson, Milky Wayne, and kicking off episode 33, we had Al in the Zone. Shout out to my guy Indian K in the building. Shout out to the homie Beats in the building. And he didn't get one in the intro, but Rec 760, what up though? If you're tuning in and you want to jump in the chat, feel free. This is a community, open community. Feel free to bring up any topics, any questions you have. We can talk about it. What do I always say about community? What's community without communication, and what's communication without transparency?
And you know that's right.
It's an open dialogue. If you don't want to talk about it in the chat, you feel free to hit me on the DM, send me a message. Ask me any questions you have regarding the show. Anything audio, music, production related, hit me up. Open book. I'll feel free to answer any questions that you have that I can. And if I can't answer the question, then shoot, we can work on finding the answer together. How about that? Deal? Cool. Sounds good to me. Moving on to our next producer. Coming at you by way of the PDX, Portland. Folks, fam, friends, let's give it up one time. For our next Beat Block alumni vet, Smoker's Lung. Smoker's Lung. Okay. He's just going to come through and just give us like 40 seconds of heat right there. 40 seconds of heat. Oof. Okay. That's, again, if you're tuned into the show, you've heard me say this every time. Get dangling the carrot, just giving us a little tease, a little appetizer. That's cool. That was a dope energy. That came right out of the gates right there from Smoker's Lung. That was like a fine-tuned track horse coming out of the gates. Oof. Okay, heavy energy right there. The sample, the piano was dope. The drums were knocking. That was a good one. If you like what you heard, stay tuned. There's going to be more Smoker's Lung later on in the show. I'm excited to share with you guys today's deals of the day. We got some goodies. Got a few. It's the holiday season, so we're giving today. Yeah. Give it up for that. Give it up. And the dig of the week later on in the show as well. Got a good one. Shout out to my guy Low Key at Beatbox Records in Barrio Logan for putting me up on today's dig of the week to share with you guys. But I digress. We're moving right along to our next producer. Her, along with her band, the Neighborhood Kids, have been killing it here in the San Diego scene and beyond. They rocked their first Thought Fest. That was a fire set. I'm glad to have her back on the show. Beat block vet from the early days. Go check out the band, the Neighborhood Kids. And give it up for our next producer, Verde. Give it up once again for Verde. Verde. Definitely digging that flute. That flute was dope. That was a cool vibe. Verde's always on the positive vibes. That beat definitely had a positive vibe. She'll come at you though. I mean, she is on some positive vibes, but she don't play. She'll come at you. Don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. Verde is not the one. Y'all seen the video that's been going around about with the guy on the scale. He's talking about you want to find out and how much you need to fuck around to find out. That one's been getting me. But yeah, find out with Verde. Find out. Stay tuned if you like what you heard. There's going to be more Verde later on in the show. Yeah, Rec. Verde fire. Verde fire. Verde fire. Let's get to our next producer, shall we? This cat sent in some new. And when I mean new, he just sent in 3 fresh beats to drop exclusively for the Beat Block community. I always love digging. I always dig listening to new beats being sent into the show. And before I get to the producer, speaking of beats getting sent into the show, if you want to get your beats heard on the Beat Block, you want to become part of the community, tap in. Follow me on Instagram at Gene_Flo. Follow me at the show at Beatblock TV. Follow Platform Collection and follow producer OG Hip Hop Eddie. You definitely want to tap in with OG Hip Hop Eddie. He'll make sure you get on the show. He'll give you all the instructions, for lack of a better word, on how to get your beats through and into the show. Get them in. You send them in, we'll get them on the show. Simple as that. And this next producer just sent in 3 fresh beats for y'all to hear. We're going to listen to one right now. Folks, fam, friends, I want everybody to give it up for Young Egypt. Young Egypt. Young Egypt. You know what? My bad. We're going to pull that one back because that was from the wrong folder. He sent me the new folder, right? We all want to hear the new folder, right?
And you know that's right.
Let's pull this one back. Shout outs to N-Word Kim in the building. But let's get it back into this producer. Folks, fam, friends, Young Egypt. Young Egypt. Exclusive. Okay, there's another one. See? There's another one. The carrot that's dangling, a little tease, a little appetizer for us just to enjoy. I know he knows how to play the game. He's been on the show. He's like, I'm going to get him on the first one. Because then now they're going to have to stay tuned later on in the show to catch my 2-4 block. He's like this. I see you. That was a fire beat. As always, Young Egypt. Stay tuned if you like what you heard. Stay tuned if you like what you heard. There's going to be more Young Egypt later on in the show, as well as all our other producers. Verde, Smoker's Lung, Philip Drummond, Pete Mack, Mr. Watson, Milky Wayne, and Al in the Zone. Okay. Vic Von P pulling up. You're not late, bro. Sorry for being late. You're not late. When you pull into the scene, when you pull into the chat, that's when the show officially starts. That's when the show officially starts. Vic Von P, A1 since day one. Salute. We're going to get started very shortly with hour number 2. But I will be right back. I'm going to take just a quick break, give you this message from my Invisible Poncho brother, my Platform Collection brother, my friend, Kill C Ray, and OG Hip Hop Eddie. This is Chris Sees the Internet.
What's up, Beat Block alumni? Check out my show, Chris Sees the Internet, every Sunday, 7 p.m., hosted by myself, Kill C Ray, and OG Hip Hop Eddie. If you like in-depth interviews, underground hip-hop, culture, and tech, then Chris Sees the Internet is the place for you. Every Sunday, 7 p.m., right here on Platform Collection. Gene Flo, I see you, man.
Salute right back at you. I see you, brother. Go check it out. Chris Sees the Internet, Sundays, 7 p.m. right here on the Platform Collection channel.
And you know that's right.
They just dropped a fresh episode featuring the Indigenous Cats. Go check out that dope interview. Gems. I say it every time. Gems. If you're trying to be involved in the underground, independent hip-hop scene, go and tap into every one of these episodes of Chris Sees the Internet, and there will be something that you're thinking will be answered in these interviews. Trust. So go check it out. Sundays, 7 p.m. Platform Collection. And while I have you on Platform Collection, make sure you hit that like button, the little like button. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you follow. Keep up to date with everything that's going on Platform Collection. And drop a comment. Drop that comment so people like yourselves can get this video shown to them. Because, the algorithm works in some mysterious ways. So just drop a little comment just like, yo, the show's hot fire. Yo, Gene Flo, appreciate you. Yo, your breath stinks. Whatever you want to do. Just drop it in the comments. And people like yourselves will drop this video in front of them. And we'll get more people to the community. Because that's what this is about, right? Let's grow the community. Appreciate each and every one of you guys for being a part of this community and helping grow this community. So let's keep it growing. Shout outs to Melly Moreno. Salute Melly Moreno. Double salute for Melly Moreno in the building. Dropping in on the chat. Let's go, fam. I think y'all know what time it is right now. Folks, family, friends. Right now, I want to bring you guys today's deals of the day. And I said deals, that's right, with an S. go ahead and bring it up on the screen. Bam. First off, first deal is from a company called Sound Toys, and this one's called Little Radiator. Right now they're giving it for free. It's regularly $79. But if you use code Holiday Heat, which this plugin is Holiday Heat, you can get it for free. It ends January 2nd, so make sure you go ahead and get that. What's Little Radiator? Well, if you want a touch of 60s warmth on your tracks, that's Little Radiator. It's great for fattening up bass, guitar, drums, or vocals, and it's fantastic on electric piano. It's a preamp based on Altec 1566A, a simple little preamp straight out of the Motown era. So make sure you get that, all right? It's free. Go get it. Go get a Sound Toys account. You'll thank me later.
And you know that's right.
Our next plugin is coming from Waves, and I'm not really sure what it is, but I saw that they made an announcement. They're having a Black Friday plugin, a free new plugin. All you got to do is sign up. Go to their website, waves.com. Sign up for this new plugin. I already did it, so I'm excited. I'm waiting for this to add to my production arsenal. I rock with Waves. This is not a sponsored promotion of their plugins. Neither is Sound Toys, but hey, if y'all want to, you know what I'm saying? We can work something out. Reach out to my people. Reach out to OG Hip Hop Eddie, man. Let's go, Waves. So yeah, rock with Waves. And my third one, I didn't have it pulled up on the screen right now, but let's do it. Okay, we didn't type it in right. Anyways, I'm gonna get it right here. Let's get it. It's from Native Instruments. Let's put that beat. We need that beat. Native Instruments is having a crazy sale right now. Early cyber season Black Friday sale. You get 50% off complete instruments, select instruments, 50% off expansions, off a guitar rig, and up to 75% off Isotope products as well. So you can go get you some Ozone, some Nectar for the dope vocals. Make sure you go cop those. Oh, what? Okay, 50% off Tractor Pro if you guys rock with Tractor. Again, I rock with Native Instruments. I love their products. Not a sponsored ad. I just like to support companies that I like to support. But again, Native Instruments. you know what I'm saying? Hit me. We can do something. But yeah, I have definitely was checking out the 40s keys and drums. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Drake's producer 40 put out his own plugin, 40s keys and drums. 40s own keys, 40s own drums, and the keys sound dope. I want to definitely try and look. For right now, they're $34.50, and the drums are $34.50. So they're regularly $69 each. So that's quite a steal. If you look at Ozone Standard, was $250, now it's $200. Yeah, man, there's some good deals on this page. So go check it out. Native Instruments. Go check out Sound Toys. Go sign up for that Waves bundle. And that's today's deal of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Beat Block. The Beat Block. Hey, Vic Von P, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Right back at you. Hey, Kim. Shoot. How do you look? I'm sure you looked into maybe getting it fixed. I'm probably not going to be cheap, but what's up with the warranty? Reach out to the community, man. There's probably some people who know some people who we can get that machine fixed. Reach out to me later on after the show. Reach out to me tomorrow. Shoot, we can work on finding somebody to fix that machine for you, man. Yeah, the homie, great deals. I'm just trying to pass on some great deals. Consider this the beginning of the holiday season, Gene Flo, Santa, however you want to call me, bringing you great deals all throughout the end of the year, you know what I mean? And beyond. We're always trying to give you that good deals. If it ain't free, I'm trying to give it to you cheap so it doesn't break your wallet. But it's always good to invest in yourself, you know what I mean? If you're not going to invest in yourself, who's going to invest in you, right?
And you know that's right.
So definitely, I mean, Waves, last year, I believe it was last year, their free plugin was called Lo-Fi Retro, Lo-Fi Space, Lo-Fi Space, Retro Space, Lo-Fi Space, something like that. It was a dope plugin. It was a take on like RC20, but the Waves edition. Last season, everyone was trying to do like an RC20, their own edition, you know? But that was last year's plugin, so I'm excited to see what they got for this year. Native Instruments is always rocking around the holidays. You saw this. You saw the prices. It's crazy. And the Sound Toy is giving you free game, free little radiator. It's a 2-knob plugin, just to add some real cool grit on your drum breaks or drum tracks. Give you some tight, fat bass lines. Give you some warm on those vocals. So yeah, I just downloaded it. Installed it. I'm going to try to play with it a little bit later tonight after the show. But yeah, I rock with Sound Toys. Are y'all ready for hour number 2? Whoa. What's up with all the negativity? What's up with all the angst? I said, are y'all ready for hour number 2? I know the homie's ready for hour number 2. I know Kim's ready for hour number 2. I know Vic Von P's ready for hour number 2. Melly Moreno's ready for hour number 2. Rex 760's ready for hour number 2. And I'm sure all the producers are ready for hour number 2. I'm ready for hour number 2. So let's get into hour number 2. This is the Beat Block 2-4 block. If you guys, the first time tuning in, we go around every producer one time in the first hour. Give you guys a little taste of what they bring. Then we flip it back on hour number 2, go back to the top, and every producer gets 2 beats back to back. That's why we call it 2-4. Insert name, you know. So he started this episode off with a cool, dope vibe. And I'm excited to see what we got in the second block. Folks, fam, friends, let's give it up. This is 2 for Alan DeZone. Beat block.
これからみんなでめちゃくちゃ踊って騒ごう騒ごう。
Headbanger.
Alan DeZone. Alan DeZone. Give it up. That was 2 for Alan DeZone. If you like what you heard, give him a follow, send him a message, tell him the Beat Block sent you.
And you know that's right.
Took you to some Arabian Nights right there. There was an era. Remember that era of like Fat Joe, Missy Elliott, Timbaland, and all that, getting that Arabic, Middle Eastern sound, the sitar, the percussions. It was an era. It was a whole era in hip hop. 50 Cent, that Indian ethnic flute. Who else got it? Anyways, that. Shout outs to Alan DeZone. Let's put the name back on the screen. We're getting off script a little bit. Alan DeZone. Follow him at Al, ALNIND Zone. ZONE. Al and D Zone. Alan DeZone. Let him know you want some more of that early 2000s sitar vibe.
And you know that's right.
Jumping back real quick on the deals of the day, the homie chimes in the chat. He also recommends UAD Spark, which is their subscription program, which is a good one. I'm not really sure. What is it, like $10, $20 a month? You get all the UAD's plugins, and UAD's fire. UAD's got some of the best. They've been touted as the best hardware emulation plugins out there in the game. It's been a few years since I've heard it. You know, other companies might have, worked on their science, their technology. But UAD's fire. I have nothing against UAD. I just couldn't use them earlier in my career because they're fucking expensive. Excuse the effing. But UAD, that's how I feel. But it's all good. Like I said earlier in the show, you got to invest in yourself sometimes. But now you can with UAD, making it so you don't have to buy their interfaces and you can go just buy their plugins natively. So that's dope. The homie, good looking out with that one. let's get back into the beats, shall we? Our next producer, Beat Block alumni Vet. Haven't had him on the show in a minute. Earlier came through with the eerie vibes, crazy piano stabs. Folks, fan friends, let's give it up. This is 2 for Milky Wayne. Milky Wayne. Beat Block. Beat Block.
Yo, Boost.
So, there are 5 of us. Where are we having dinner?
I thought we'd go to the Babylon Club.
Again.
Again.
You know, Frank, if anyone ever wanted to assassinate you, well, I'd be fine.
Assassinate? Who the hell wants to kill me?
Oasis. Trip, 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 trip,
Oh, that's that good shit. Chick, 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 chick.
This.
Hello everybody, today we started a beautiful day. I want to make a shrimp scampi with spaghetti. Spaghetti, spaghetti, spaghetti. Mix it with the flat, boy finna get fat.
Scientists found cocaine in shrimp in the UK.
So I'm a pescatarian and I'm addicted to shrimp. And this may explain some things. I eat shrimp every single day.
You ever hear people say that? They must put crack in it.
Yeah.
Hey, give it up. That was 2 for Milky Wayne. Yo, that first one was wild. That had a crazy funky bass, the dope synths. I love when that 16th hi-hat came in because you sounded like you had some cool organic drums, and then you had this synthesized or quantized synth 16th note hat came that that was really dope. I like that. It was a cool surprise. And the crazy synth guitar, I think Dahomey, I think that's what he's referring to, is the guitar in the first beat. It was crazy. And that second one, the drum space and the fills, I really like those. The transitions that you had with like the different arpeggios, like chimey arps, that was fire. The synth keys were crazy, and the strings that were like riding the whole beat, that was fire. Shout out to Milky Wayne. We'll put the name back on the screen for those who want to follow. Give him a message. Send him a give him a follow. Send him a message. Tell him the Beat Block sent you.
And you know that's right.
At real REAL Milky MILKY Wayne WAYNE. Tell him you want some more of the spooky vibes. That last one was like, I'm a creep on him. I mean, it was fitting with the Scarface sample in the beginning, but it was on that creeper vibe, you know. And I liked all the vocal chops that were in those beats too. That was dope. Shout out to my guy Roots in the building. Producers, if you guys want to rock with the dope MC, give my boy Roots a holler. He's right here in the chat. Give him a follow. Send him a message. Tell him the Beat Block sent you.
And you know that's right.
On Instagram at Roots87. The number 8 and 7. Roots87. Roots, correct me if I'm wrong. Drop your handle in the chat, man. Do everybody a favor. Drop your handle in the chat. Everybody, producers, go follow my guy Roots. Send him beats. Send him beats. Speaking of beats, we're going to get to our next producer. Folks, fam, friends, let's give it up. This is 2 for Mr. Watson. Mr. Watson. Beat block. Mr. Watson.
get serious. If you bitches not fucking, I'm not linking. I don't want to Netflix and chill. I need some ass. A nigga is backed up. It's serious outside. Like, I'm out in these streets. I'm risking my life and I can't get no ass at the same time. You bugging.
I mean, pretty much what he said right there. You know what I'm saying? Give it up. That was 2 for Mr. Watson. Mr. Watson. Mr. Watson. You bugging, man, Mr. Watson. That was fire, though. That first one, yo, that freak it flip was crazy. I like the spacey bells, keys thing with the bit rate effects going on. The second one had crazy dope drums. And with that second sample in the sequence that came in, it's kind of like an organ sound. It reminded me of like some Doors or some like rock organ. And that was fire, and the bass line was smooth. So yeah, give it up for Mr. Watson. If you like what you heard, give him a follow, send him a message, tell him the Beat Block sent you.
And you know that's right.
We got the name back on the screen. Go ahead and search Dell, D-E-L-L, Vaughn, V-O-N, Watson, W-A-T-S-O-N, Delvon Watson. Tell me you want some more of those headbangers, some neck breakers. You know what I'm saying? Smooth bass lines. Crazy dope remixes. Fire, fire, fire. Salute. Okay, yeah, see, we got it right there. Salute, my man. Roots, you already know, bro. But y'all, producers, hit them up at Roots87 right there on the board. And on to our next producer, Mr. Representing the East Coast. Folks, fam, friends, this is 2 for Pete Mac. 2 for Pete Mac. Beat block, beat block, beat block.
Younger day, when it was everything, when it younger day, when it was everything I could want to do.
Dick, F a rap critic. He talk about it while I live it. If Fred got the, I'm the second one to hit. Up in, I got the bird downs and Glocks in ya. Into the center.
When it
get it on like Smith and West.
Younger day, when it
just use the flavor now, they can't forget me now.
When it was everything. When it younger day, when it was everything. Want to die when it younger day, when it was everything I could want to do.
Dick, F a rap critic. He talk about it while I live it. If Fred got the, I'm the second one to hit. Up in, I got the bird downs and Glocks in ya. Into the center.
When it
get it on like Smith and West.
Younger day, when it
now they can't forget me now.
When it was everything. When it younger day, when it was everything I could want.
Oh, but you left me, and I don't even know why. You didn't even leave a note saying goodbye. Now you got
That was 2 for Pete Mac. Pete Mac. That first one was cool. I like the sample. Pete Mac always has some crazy cool sample selections. Dope chops. The second one, I like the hi-hat pattern. The drums were knocking. And of course the sample chops were on point. Shout out to Pete Mac. If you like what you heard, give him a follow, send him a message, tell him the Beat Block sent you.
And you know that's right.
Go ahead and search P-E-T-E, Mac, M-A-C, dot beats, B-E-A-T-S. That's PeteMac.beats. Reach out to him, start a dialogue, start a communication. If you're an artist, reach out for the beats. Let them know you want some of those soul sample beats. If you're a producer, start a dialogue about a collaboration. Send them some packs if you got some packs. See where we can go from there. What do I always say about the community? I say it all the time. What's communication? Community without communication. What's communication without transparency? The chat's an open book. Feel free to jump in and talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. We can discuss it. If you want to reach out privately, you can always reach out to me at Gene_Flo. That's Gene_Flo. Got it out on the bottom of the screen right now for you. Or at Beatblock TV if you want to reach out there, whichever. We're an open book here at Platform Collection. If you got anything to say, any questions to ask, feel free and ask them, and we'll go ahead and start that dialogue. Hey, shout out to all y'all in the chat giving props to these beats. Rex 760, that was a dope one. Vic Von P, love the beat. Fire emojis. That's right. Appreciate you guys. Fam, we're going to take a quick break. But we're going to run this message from the Sisters of Platform Collection. Folks, fam, friends, we'll be right back. This is The Heartful Truth.
What up, everyone? This is your host Melly and my co-host 7 Octobers. We run the show called The Heartful Truth. Tune in every other Tuesday.
And The Heartful Truth, for those that don't know, it's a show where me and my sister have deep conversations with creatives and talk about heartfelt topics. You can find us on all streaming under The Heartful Truth or under Platform Collection YouTube channel for the video version. Hope you guys tune in, and also if you're interested, follow us at The Heartful Truth on Instagram. And as you can see, we have dope t-shirts, we have merch. So if you want to support, go ahead and send us a message. And we thank you for tuning in. Peace.
Thank you. Peace.
You heard what they said. Give them a follow, send them that message.
And you know that's right.
At The Heartful Truth. Tune in every other Tuesday. They're rocking their second season. Having in-depth conversations with dope people. Getting into the person behind the artist. So go ahead and tune into that. You're already on Platform Collection YouTube channel if you're watching right now. So go ahead and search The Heartful Truth into our videos. You'll definitely find that. Catch up on all those episodes. Hit that like button, subscribe, keep up to date with everything that's going on with Platform Collection. Drop a comment on this video. It'll help everybody like yourself have this video placed in front of them if they're not already up to speed what's going on here at Platform Collection and the Beat Block. Let's get into our next producer. Earlier I mentioned this cat help push me into a direction with my beats through his events that he threw up in the Bay Area, and he still throws them to this day. He's the founder of Today's Future Sound, which is an organization helping to bring awareness and teach the youth through music production. The Beat Battles ciphers are called Global Beat Cipher. You can check those out on his Instagram page. Folks, fam, friends, let's give it up for our next producer. This is 2 for Philip Drummond. Philip Drummond. Beat block, beat block, beat block, beat block. Drummond. Give it up. That was 2 for Philip Drummond. That first one I really love. Ooh. Always do that with the effect. Ooh. I love the vibe of the first one, and I love when those vocals come in. Fire. And the guitar that comes in later in the beat. Sheesh. And the second one, the drums and the sample. Crazy. If you like what you heard, give them a follow, send them a message, tell them the Beat Block sent you.
And you know that's right.
At Philip, PhillipPDRUMMOND. Philip Drummond. And reach out, see how you can be a part of the Global Beat Cypher. See how you can be involved with today's future sound. If you want to work with the youth all around the world, reach out to them. It's a good cause. It's good things got going on. I was just reading something too on his page. He's currently developing the therapeutic beat making model. Oh, interesting. Okay. I like it. Shout out to Philip Drummond one time. Oh, folks, you know what? Before I get into my next producer, I almost forgot. I almost forgot today's dig of the week. Today's dig of the week comes to you from the good folks over at Beatbox Records here in San Diego, California. Shout out to my guy Low Key over there. DJ Inform. Putting together a nice shop. Appreciate you guys. My guy Low Key. It definitely put me onto this one. This is 8th Day. Go check it out. Nothing more, nothing less. This is 8th Day. Can y'all see that right there? You can go find this record. I recommend it. A lot of funk. A lot of breaks. The production on this is crazy. I mean, the art of this is crazy. Crazy. So yeah, man, we're gonna keep this dig of the week nice and short. You know how we do. Go get this however you can sample. If you go out and get records, if you do on YouTube, if you do cassettes, CDs, what have you. However you get your music, go get this music right here. 8th Day. Shout out to my guys over at Beatbox Records, Low Key, DJ Inform. And that is today's dig of the week. Fire. Cool funk. There we go again with the effects. Funk. Whoa. But yeah, dope, funky stuff. To me, I'm not gonna lie, I definitely didn't judge it by a cover, but I had an idea of my head of what I thought it was gonna sound like, just based off the cover. And when I listened to it, I was like, oh, surprisingly, I was like, oh, okay, cool. I don't know why I was thinking one thing, but it's some fire. So go get the sample, go get the record, and dig away. Have fun, chop away, I should say. Now let's get back to our next producer. We just had Philip Drummond. Before that, we had Pete Mack, Mr. Watson, Milky Wayne, and Alan DeZone. Next up, folks, fam, friends, let's give it up for our next producer. This is 2 for Smoker's Lungs. Smoker's Lung.
Call me for the best prices. I don't have the best prices. I got the best work in the city.
Okay. Let's give it up. That was 2 for Smoker's Lung. Smoker's Lung. That first one I really liked. Sheesh. Everyone's getting a little bonus effects. That first one, I love the drum rhythm. The second one, the filtering and the drum triggering were crazy. The sample and that sax were crazy. And I like the vocal samples that were in there. That was fire. If you like what you heard, give them a follow. Send them a message. Tell them the Beat Block sent you.
And you know that's right.
We'll put the name back on the screen. Go ahead and check it out. Smokers_lung_PDX. Smokers_lung. That's smokers SMOKERS _ lung LUNG _PDX. Appreciate you guys, Vic Von P, Rex 760, always coming through with the good vibes, good word. Thank you guys for supporting the show. Continuous support. Like everybody else. Thank you guys. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. getting down to the last end here at episode 33 of the Beat Block. But we can't end it without getting to our next producer. Folks, fam, friends, let's give it up. This is 2 for Vetter. Beat Block. Stand by, folks. 1 sec.